Marketing to millions in 24 hours. Have you ever wanted to reach millions of people in your business, but you really just don't know how or don't have the money to do it? Well, in this video, Noelle Randall, real estate millionaire, entrepreneur, mentor, mama of 5, speaker, author, and so much more, is going to show you exactly how to market to millions in just 24 hours. Let's go.
Noelle. Yeah, she can fix that. If you gotta get it done, no, you need to do it better. Well, she can fix that. Yeah, she can fix that. Investment to get back, trying to get a big stack. She can fix that. Let's fix that.
So let's just jump into it. We are talking about how we can market to millions in 24 hours. I actually did not even know this before I met you. So tell everyone how we do that.
I figured out a strategy that seemingly takes a lot of work. I tell people, well, yeah, we just got to become daily YouTubers. And that's a pretty big requirement.
It
right?
is like, let's release videos every day on YouTube. Is that easy to most people?
And I'm like, yeah, they're not short episodes either. They're good 10, 12 minute length episodes. So no problem. But I had to figure out a way to do this efficiently. So one thing, I mean, the way that we do our research to pick our topics, we can talk about that, the way that we outline and kind of prepare the content. We filmed 20 episodes in just one day.
Yes.
And being able to be that efficient, and it's like, okay, then we only have to film once every 4 weeks.
So here's the funny thing. I tell people all the time that I film my YouTube videos in one day. And most people do not believe me. But it was you who taught me how to do this and how I could then go back to working in my business and have these videos just released every single day. So how did we get this done? Because we are marketing to millions and doing this in just a day.
Yeah. So it goes to the preparation. We have the right strategy of knowing the type of videos we want to create. And so when we show up on filming day, we can be efficient. Now, by the end of that 8 hours or so, say 9 to 5, we're exhausted.
Yeah.
We're going to have a good night's sleep that night. It's like running a marathon. But the magic of having that much content filmed, and you don't have to do it again for another 4 weeks is really, really great.
And it's really not difficult because you say the prep work, but because you kind of have the strategy, you have the templates, you have the outlines, it really was pretty simple to say, okay, these are how I'm supposed to structure my videos. These are how I record them. You have the whole film team and editing team. So it was really a simple process.
Yeah, so we really took a lot of the work off of your shoulders.
Yeah.
Because you know your expertise. And if you're like, well, I think I want to talk about Airbnb real estate, or I could talk about business credit. You talk about it, but put 20 episodes, how do we do that? So the genius of the LEAF strategy is we find that there are hundreds of questions about the side hustles or business credit. So you get a list of hundreds of questions. You're like, oh, I'll answer that question. You pick your 20 questions. That's half the battle.
Yeah.
We've got 20 episodes now. No problem. We know exactly what we're going to talk about.
Yeah.
So we answer the questions because you're real. You really have expertise. You've made money with side hustles or with these Airbnbs. Yeah. And so that part's key.
Yeah.
You have to have expertise.
But it's so funny because I feel like so many people have expertise. They don't think that they do, but there's people that know how to potty train a dog. There's people that know how to get a baby to stop crying and get a baby to sleep. And they make videos on these things and they have an audience and are making lots of money doing it.
Right, so we do have a lot of business professionals from real estate to attorneys, but we've also got people that are parenting experts. We've got psychologists. We've got people that love fitness.
You have all different types of clients that have expertise in so many different areas, and they have used YouTube to get leads for their business and 10x their businesses in some cases, like me.
So it's also good to have passion about it. If it's something that you enjoy talking about, and if people come to you, and I mean,
that makes it easy,
actually.
For
Airbnb real estate, I'm sure you've got a lot of questions.
Yes.
People are like, well, how do you do that? How do you find a property? And there's just natural questions that the people are asking. And so that's really the key is the strategy makes it simple so that we're able then on that filming day, we're answering questions and teaching. That the other cool part, compared to like presenting on the stage, which you've spoken to big audiences and whatnot. Yeah. The atmosphere in YouTube, it can be a lot more relaxed. It's like somebody calls you on the phone, asks you a question. You're like, oh yeah, well here's what I recommend that you do. You got to start with this, and then and you follow these steps. It's a long day, but at the same time, it's kind of a relaxed day because you're just answering questions. It's not like you've got to memorize everything that you're saying scripted for 8 hours.
Right. No, actually, I found it to be a very easy day. In your business, you work every single day. So to take one day and make some videos, it just really wasn't difficult. But I'll say the fun thing about it is that you're kind of by yourself answering the questions. You don't have to be perfect. People see these videos, they're edited. If I make a mistake, we can just fix it.
Yeah, I love that. And I love that comparing it to when you're on stage, people are watching you. If you skip a beat or something, it can be embarrassing and it can get flustered. But on camera, you say something wrong or you need to think for a minute, you can pause for a full minute and we edit it out. And so it's kind of nice to have the editing that you don't have to do the editing as well or the thumbnail design. You show up for the filming day. Yeah.
So let me give you the big secret, because I feel like this is what people are not getting, that marketing. You're reaching millions of people. Sorry. So we got to get back to that it grows really fast and how many people that you're touching, because the topic of the video is marketing to millions.
So we can transition to...
So let's go back to one of the fun things about YouTube is YouTube is owned by Google. People are searching, this is reaching a lot more people than you ever could trying to go out yourself. Like I wanted to bring that into it. Like this is reaching people that you didn't even know existed, that I didn't know existed. And here's the big, that's what I'm saying. Here's the big secret. I, thought that this was a small niche amount of people. And then look, now I'm getting millions of views. I didn't even realize how many people were in the world and how many people were on YouTube and Google and the brevity of how many people this touches. The secret that you taught me was that YouTube was owned by Google, and I didn't even realize when I came to it how you get to millions is there's so many people on YouTube, and your mind just doesn't even realize how many people there are in the world. I have subscribers in other countries now. You know what I mean? That is crazy to have people in Nigeria and Australia watching my stuff.
Yeah, the magic is, we talk about, okay, we want you to become a daily YouTuber, and it's a lot of work, and we found efficient ways, but why do we do it? Why do we film 20 episodes in a day? And it's because this opportunity on YouTube is huge. It's replaced your marketing.
Yes.
Like your traditional Facebook ads and stuff like that.
Replaced. I do not need ads. I have my YouTube channel.
And you're being seen by millions and millions and millions all around the world.
Yes.
And it's generating hundreds of leads every single day.
Every single day.
For your business.
Yes, every single day. So I'm going to give you one more secret that I never share about what YouTube has done and the power of YouTube. So the call to action where you're asking someone, hey, check out my thing. One of the things that you can do is give away a freebie and start collecting emails. So I have grown my email list, I think, to over 100,000 emails. And my mentor told me, if you have a list of 10,000, that's $1 million, okay? Because if you have 10,000 real people's email, if you're emailing them, you can offer them products and services and make a lot of money. My email list is nearly 100,000. And that's just from me doing a call to action saying, hey, if you want my free checklist, check out in the description below.
Think about how much investment it would take doing Facebook ads or something to grow an email list to the size of 100,000. That's a quality list.
Yeah, it would take years. I actually was trying to do that. Before I found YouTube and you, that's literally what I was doing. And I think my email list was maybe right under 5,000, 2 years ago. And to say that it's almost to 100,000 people, that's incredible.
And I'll put a point to, the quantity versus quality.
Yeah.
Like 100,000 is a great quantity, but if you had a low quality, it's like, but when you get it from YouTube, not only is it a big number, but it's some of the best quality leads you could imagine.
Absolutely, because they gave it to you in exchange for a checklist on a very specific thing. So they're interested.
They know who you are.
Yes.
You've given them value. They've made eye contact with you in these videos.
Yeah.
So
you reach millions doing this YouTube thing.
All right, so we look forward to seeing you there. Go ahead and register. The link is in the description below.